Alright guys, so I am super excited about today's video because we are doing a first impressions and unboxing on the Pat McGrath Dark Star 006, or maybe it's like 006, like James Bond, but a 6 instead of a 7. But I got the ultraviolet blue edition. I am so excited. I have always wanted to order one of Pat McGrath's kits, and when I saw the videos of this on Instagram, it was like, I will forever regret it my whole life if I do not purchase this. So I did it. But I am so excited, and the packaging is so cute. It just comes in this beautiful bag of sequins, and I'm just really excited. So let's open this baby up. It's so cute. Looks like there's like a card in here. Let me see. So it just says Pat McGrath Labs Batch Dark Star 006 version ultraviolet blue, first edition / limited release. Okay, so it has like a little blurb on each item, so I'll read about that once I pick those up. And then it does have a warning on the back. Ultraviolet blue pigment can cause a temporary staining of the skin. To avoid this, we recommend using a makeup primer prior to use of the ultraviolet blue pigment. Oh, so it's not a little blurb on each product. It just looks like it lists out some ideas that you can do with it. And then it has a little blurb about like the whole kit in general. So let me read about that for you guys. So it says, straight from the lab, your deepest, darkest desire has materialized. Dark Star 006 Ultraviolet Blue, a tech noir smoky eye kit for intergalactic glamour. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Featuring lustrous mutational pigments, a holographic cyber clear eye gloss, a black smudge liner eye kohl for the future perfect smoky eye. Includes the new blender brush to capture and protect pigment to transform eyes with radiant interstellar illumination. Face the future and black out as you make eye contact with the next dimension. Ooh, I like the sound of that. And anyone that knows me knows I love space and aliens, so I love that this is all like space themed. It's so cool. Okay, so it says, use without caution, originate sci-fi sensuality and otherworldly allure with future fatale finishes ranging from smoky satin sheen, glistening metallics, and prismatic iridescence to holographic brilliance. Take smoky eyes to new heights as you beat your face beyond the stratosphere. And then it has a little star that says, paranormal perversion and astrochemical addiction may result with repeated use. That's funny. I like when brands do like cute things like that. And then it just lists 3 different looks that you can do. I'm not going to read those out, but yeah, this is really cute. Okay. So let's just reach in our bag of goodies and pull something out. Okay. Ooh, all the sequins are like sticking. Okay, so the first thing that we have is the Pat McGrath Labs Astral White Pigment. It has 4 grams in it, and it says it is distributed in New York, made in Italy. Very cool, and it has a shelf life of 18 months. Okay, this is super pretty. It kind of reminds me of like Reflex Teal pigment from MAC, where it has that like white, purple, and blue iridescence to it. Okay, so the next thing we have looks like kind of like it might be that same feel to it. It's in this kind of like smoky silvery green shade. It's really pretty. And this is called Mercury Pigment. Oh, it feels a little bit smoother than the white one. The white one felt a little bit gritty, probably because of like the glitter in it. But this one's more of like a satin finish. Or you could compare it to like the MAC Extra Dimension eyeshadows. It's a really similar feel to that. Okay, so the next thing that we grabbed is the Ultra Ultraviolet Blue Pigment. This has 3.7 grams in it. Oh, and the Mercury Pigment has 4 grams in it. And this has a shelf life of 24 months. And this one was made in the USA. The Mercury Pigment was made in Italy, just like the white color. I think I could just stare at this forever. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like this royal blue shade with like teal and purple sparkle throughout the whole thing. Ooh. It's so beautiful. I don't even want to touch it. Oh my gosh. And then it does come with a little mirror on top, which is nice. Ooh, that has a lot of pigment to it. This one feels a little bit grittier because of the glitter in it. But when I push it onto my hand, it goes on very smoothly. Alright, so the next thing we have is the eye gloss, and this is called Cyber Clear Eye Gloss. And this has a shelf life of 18 months, and it was made in Italy. Ooh, that looks so pretty. It looks like it's going to be really liquidy. It's very smooth and it doesn't feel very sticky, which is nice because a lot of eye glosses can feel like very heavy on the eye, which just feels kind of gross, and I never happen to wear them because of that. But I feel like this one will feel a little bit more comfortable because this feels very thin. Alright, so I gotta kind of dig through all these sequins for the next pieces. It's kind of fun. So this is the blending brush. Let's open this up. It just says Pat McGrath Labs on the side. I feel like it'll be a nice brush. It doesn't feel like anything super innovative, but it has kind of a different shape than most blending brushes. It's a little bit thinner. It's more of like, I feel like it has kind of like an oval shape, so I think it'll work really well with these type of pigments and products. And I think it's a synthetic brush because the fibers feel synthetic to me. I could be wrong though. Let me see if it says it in this little blurb, but I don't think so. No, it just says blender brush, but it feels like it's synthetic to me, and synthetic usually works better with those like smoother finish kind of shadows. Alright, and then the last thing that we have is the Black Smudge Liner Eye Kohl. And this was made in Italy, and it has a shelf life of 18 months, and it's 1.5 grams. So I think this is just going to be really nice to do like a smoky eye with. I don't think this is anything like too, you know, crazy cool, but it feels really smooth. Feels like it's going to be really creamy and probably easy to blend out. Yeah. It is pretty nice though because it blends out very smooth. It's not like hard, so it's not going to tug on your eyes. So this will be really easy to do like a quick smoky eye with and to use underneath products. Yeah. And now that I smudged it out and let it like dry for a few seconds, I'm trying to move it anymore, and it looks like it'll be pretty long lasting on the eye too because it's not really moving at all. Nice. I almost missed one item. This is the Dark Matter pigment. Looks like it's just a black shadow. This one again is made in Italy, and it is good for 18 months. It feels very smooth. I feel like it's not going to have a lot of fallout because it doesn't look too powdery. It's really hard to explain. It almost feels not even like real powder because it's so smooth. So I'm excited to work with this for sure. And I love how all of the shadows that you get multiples of have a clear top, and that the other two products are in different containers so you can tell everything apart from each other, so you know kind of what you're grabbing if it's like in your drawer. But yeah, let's get to trying this stuff out. Alright guys, I think I want to try out like a smudgy, smoky, winged liner cat eye. It's a lot of description words, but let's go for it. So I'm going to start out with the Smudge Liner Kohl. Just going to start by kind of drawing a wing out. Glides on very smoothly, which is nice. And whenever I make a wing for my eye, and this is pretty much good for almost every eye shape, to complement your own eye, you want to kind of wing it out from underneath first and follow the angle of your bottom lash line. So if you're not really sure on that angle, what I'll do is I'll pretend like I'm drawing inside the waterline, and then you kind of get your starting point and your angle for your wing. So that's just what I do, and then I come kind of from the tip and I'll pull it down to my lash line. And then I'm not going to fill in here because I'm going to take our brush and smudge that inside. So I'm going to take this brush kind of on this skinny part on the angle. And start to feather that in. This brush is pretty cool actually because I feel like it's made so you can kind of do a lot of different things with it. Like you can get a lot of precision while blending, smoking out, packing on. Yeah, you definitely have to work quickly with the pencil because if you let it dry for too long, it definitely doesn't smudge out as easily. So I'm going to go in with our black pigment next, and I'm going to take it kind of on the edge of our brush. I'm going to smoke that up a little bit above where our liner is and into our crease. I'm using the tip of our brush to blend that into our crease. And then I'm going to flip our brush around so that way the tip is right here, so it'll give me a little bit more precision. I'm going to go in with MAC Wedge. I'm taking that on the tip of this brush. I'm just softening that black out so we have a nice transition and blend. I'm going to go in with the Mercury Pigment next. That looks so pretty and it goes on so smooth. Let's see, let's go in with the ultraviolet blue pigment next. Ooh, I'm so excited to use this. So I'm going to flip the brush over and use the other side. There doesn't really seem to be any fallout from these shadows too, which is nice. I'm going to put that right on top of these. I'm going to kind of make it like the center of our sandwich between the black and our like smoky green shade. Kind of wiggling my brush back and forth because that'll help to blend the colors into each other so it's not just like slapped in the center there. I want that blue to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to try foiling it. I'm going to use a little bit of my Fix Plus. Didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. Let me try a different brush with this. I'm going to go in with MAC 195. Let's try packing this on with this. Yeah, that's definitely working a lot better for me. So I think with the ultraviolet blue pigment, you want to do more of like a flat synthetic brush, like a concealer brush will work really well to get that pigment on. I think that other brush was a little too soft and fluffy for this formula. Use my 224 from MAC and apply that to the inner corner of the eye. And I'm using a 226 smudger brush from Zoeva. Do a little bit on the lower lash line. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of eye cream to clean up the edge of this. I want to be really winged out, so I'm going to do a really nice clean line. And then just touch up with a little bit of concealer. Okay, I'm going to take that smudge stick again, and I'm going to run my smudger brush along that so it's on the very tip of that brush. Take a little bit more of that Mercury Pigment. I'm kind of using whatever's left over from the liner and then switching back and forth between that and the pigment to blend it together. Alright, I'm going to go in with a little bit of that dark matter pigment. And this is a 230 Luxe pencil brush from Zoeva. And then we'll do the same thing that we did on top of the eye with the ultraviolet blue pigment, and we'll sandwich that in the center. Alright, and we'll use this on our inner waterline. Alright, let's use a little bit of that Astral White pigment. I'm going to go in with my finger for this. Tap that right in the center. Ooh, that's so pretty. Kind of tap that all over the lid. Then I'm going to take just a little bit more of that. And let's put some of that under the brow bone. Yes, it's so pretty. Let's use some of that as our highlighter too. Let's use some of that on the cheekbone. Yes. I want to go in with a little bit more of the dark matter pigment. Just kind of want to mattify the outer corner a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do some mascara and lashes, and then I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and then we'll put the eyegloss on. I'm going to save that for last, just because eyeglosses tend to ruin a makeup look, and I'd rather have the rest of this done if we're going to ruin it. But we'll see, maybe it won't. So I put on my 34 lashes from MAC. These are my favorite. I love how like fluffy and wispy they are. And then I did kind of sexy for my lip color. I love doing like peachy tones or coral tones with blue because they are complementary colors, so you know it'll always look good. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that Astral White pigment and put it in the center. I'm just going to take a really tiny bit of this. It says it comes with 4 grams. It doesn't look like that much though. I wish for the price that like the tub was actually full. It's like a little less than full. I'm just going to pat that right on top in the center. That looks so pretty. Alright guys, so I really enjoy how this look came out, and I really love pretty much all of the products. I think the black pigment could have been a little bit more pigmented and a little bit smoother, but it could have just been the fact that we are blending on top of the eye kohl, so I'll have to play around with just like the black shadow by itself. But other than that, I really love how all the shadows blended and how they look on the eyes, and I even don't mind the eye gloss. You know, obviously an eye gloss is more of an editorial look. It will kind of break up the makeup throughout the day or throughout a few minutes, but it's just kind of something you have to sacrifice if you kind of want that like wet glossy look. But it's not really heavy on the eyes. I did kind of blend it out after my first application, after it kind of was like moving around a little bit, but I actually forgot that I had it on my eyes for a second because it doesn't really feel that sticky, at least to me. Definitely not as sticky compared to some other eye glosses that I have tried. You know, it does take away some of that blue shadow, but you know, if you don't want that look, then just don't use the eye gloss on your eyes. I'm sure you could use it a little bit on the lips or even like tap it on the cheekbone for a nice highlight. But you are getting 7 products for $130, so it's a little under $20 a product, which isn't too bad. Usually when you buy stuff in kits though, you expect it to be a little bit cheaper, but you are getting products that are made from Italy and in the US, so it's not like you're getting bad quality products. You're getting products that are probably made with a lot of really good ingredients. But yeah, I'm happy that I bought the kit. I've always wanted to try something from her. And if you don't know who Pat McGrath is, she is a celebrity makeup artist. She is so inspiring, and she always posts these really, really cool editorial looks. And she does a lot of makeup for fashion weeks, which is something that like I would love to do eventually. So I just really like her, and I've been really wanting to try out her products because I keep seeing them all over social media. And I think I will get good use out of this kit. If you're not into smoky eyes or dramatic looks, I don't know if you should buy the kit because you probably won't use too many of these items considering it is, you know, they're all pretty darker shades. But if you like smoky eyes and bold dramatic makeup like I do, you might really enjoy this kit and get some use out of it. And I am really loving this Astral White pigment as a highlight. I think that looks so bomb. I want to put a little bit more in the center of my lips because I really like the contrast against the peach. I think it's really pretty. Alright guys, that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you have tried out this kit or any of her other stuff, or if you just really want to. Let's have a chat about Pat McGrath. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified next time I upload a video. And if you enjoyed this review, give me a thumbs up down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!